For the last 3 years, I've occasionally mentioned Transformers Combaticons, which is an idea I've had for a Transformers series in the vein of Final Space or Guardians of the Galaxy, which would see Onslaught, Brawl, Swindle, Vortex, and Blastoff travel through the post-war galaxy in a search for the long-missing Megatron. As of today, I'm formally announcing that a proof-of-concept pilot episode of Transformers Combaticons is in production, and a small team I've assembled has been working on this for months now. While the series would ideally consist of 22-minute episodes, this concept pilot will be 11 minutes, introducing you to the team on a typical adventure across the galaxy. The point of this video is not to hype up an 11-minute short that'll likely be released over a year from now, but it's an open call for production assistance, which is not something that's typical for me. At this moment, I am looking for storyboard artists and background designers. Let's talk about storyboarding first. The current script for this concept pilot is 22 pages long, with one page lasting an average of 45 seconds from my experience. While this does mean that a few pages will likely end up cut, I would like the entire script boarded to get a sense of the flow before I make any cuts. If selected, each artist can examine the script and select the section they'd like to board. If you choose a chunk to board, my only request is that you do it from scene heading to scene heading, just to avoid any confusion. Also, there are some instances of rule of thirds jokes, where a joke happens once, happens again a bit later, and then recurs a third time a bit later. And in those instances, I would like the same artist to do all 3 chunks just for visual consistency, so you have the option to build the joke. I've grouped all the sections of the script and put it into a spreadsheet. In total, there are 23 sections for artists to choose from. However, I will be doing 7 of them because I have specific ideas in mind, which leaves 16 different sections for different artists to choose from. You're welcome to do as many sections as you want. Very few of these are longer than a page, as you can see here. They're mostly a quarter page, half page. This should be very accessible. So if you wind up joining, I will let you access this spreadsheet and you can reserve which scene you would like to do. And I would also like you to write your expected completion date, just so that I have a rough idea in mind of when I might expect these scenes back. You would be welcome to do as many sections as you like. Just whatever you're comfortable with the amount of time you have. Every storyboard artist will be provided with the script, as well as a 2/3 front view and a 2/3 back view of every relevant character and vehicle. Props will likely only have a 2/3 front view. You will also get a sketch of the basic geometry and layout of the rooms and locations so that you can have a basic idea of the backgrounds when you draw, although final backgrounds will be designed alongside the boards. We expect these models to be done near the end of August, at which point the storyboarding can start. I would like the episode to be boarded by November 30th. I am looking for storyboard artists who can meaningfully translate a page of text into a sequence of visuals, with an eye for composition and an emphasis on conveying character emotion. I want someone who can intuitively judge whether a wide shot or a close-up shot be used. I'm looking for an artist who understands which details of an animation model can be simplified in a storyboard while still maintaining the character's proportions and essence. It's also important that you draw a perspective grid behind the characters in all interior shots so that backgrounds can be designed in a consistent perspective to the characters. If you are interested in volunteering, please contact me on one of 3 platforms. You can email me at transformers.animated.season.4@gmail.com. You can DM me at Kian Carlisle, or you can DM me on Instagram at Kian_Carlisle_entertainment. I would recommend Instagram as a last resort because many DMs have simply not appeared as message requests until months later. If you email, please title it Combaticons Storyboard Artist, and please send me an MP4 of or a link to some of your best work. If you join the project but then you need to drop out, Please communicate with me and just do so as soon as you realize there's an issue. It'll be fine. That way, your scenes can be selected by someone else. I don't want someone who's picked 2 pages to wait until November 28th to change their mind and drop out, because then that would set the project back. Now, I'd like to talk about background design. The script has been intentionally written to require as few backgrounds as possible, with a great opportunity for background reuse, to take weight off the shoulders of whatever group of people may join this position. First, I'm looking for a keystone background designer. There are 5 locations, 2 of which are very simple, which will need a keystone environment created to establish the geometry and appearance of the room. I would like to work with a singular person to create these 5 just for the sake of design and style consistency. We're looking for detailed and highly textured backgrounds like those in Final Space. These keystones can be created while the episode is being boarded. Later in the year, when the boarding is nearing completion, I will make a list of the necessary backgrounds per shot, at which point I will get back in touch with the background designers who contacted me, and we can start working on designing backgrounds that match the style, geometry, and layout of the keystone backgrounds, however many you feel comfortable doing. I also plan to work on backgrounds. I'm looking for a background designer who can draw in perspective and knows how to make interesting and detailed locations, with the understanding that not a soul will actually be looking at the backgrounds because the characters will be in front of them taking all of the attention. If you're interested in volunteering, please contact me at the 3 platforms I mentioned before. If you email me, title the email Combaticons, Background Designer. And once again, I recommend Instagram as a last resort for the reasons I mentioned before. Sometimes I can go up to a week without responding to messages if I just start to feel overwhelmed by the large number of strangers contacting me. Don't take it personally, just rest assured I will respond to at least confirm I've received the message. If you message me on Instagram and I don't respond after a week plus, I likely wasn't shown your message, and I recommend contacting me on one of the other platforms. In early 2022, I will likely make another video updating the status of this episode and possibly request volunteer assistance in the realm of animation, After Effects, and voice acting. If you want to voice act, please don't contact me right now. Just wait until I make a second video or some sort of announcement posts on Instagram and Twitter. I will likely post update posts on these 2 accounts if I need help for any smaller positions. So if you are interested in potentially helping, but nothing in today's video applied to you, then I recommend following me there and waiting for updates. A lot of you might be wondering, hey, what happened to all of the stuff that you said you would do in 2021? Transformers TFA Mysteries and Transformers Animated Season 4 Episode 5, Truck Not Monkey. Just so you know, those are all in production. Those are all going well. I had to slow down because apparently working full-time and going to college full-time at the same time leaves you with very little time. Those are all coming out, and they are my priority for the rest of this year. Transformers Combaticons is my second priority until 2022. Rest assured, it's happening, it's coming. I think my channel's mainly known for the Transformers Animated Season 4 series, which has never been a pantheon of quality because it's just been something I've done on the side as a hobby whenever time permits. I made the first 2 in high school. The voice actors are my friends. The animation's very stiff, if not traced directly from the original series. Transformers Combaticons is the first time that I'm genuinely slowing way down and just attempting to create something with production value. And that's why I need help, because I'm not naturally skilled. This might turn out amazing, it might be a disaster, I don't know. But all I know is that I can't wait to see what happens, and I'm gonna go through with it. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.